The very thing that helped me get my training contract. I created a bank of interview questions. Every time I would have an interview, I would remember the questions that they asked me and I would note them down. I started to then create a Word document and implement these questions into my practice for interviews. And I added all of these questions that I would get onto one document. I then grouped all of the questions into different categories. The first category was commercial awareness. So the second category was teamwork. I would also have STAR, scenario-based questions, so that you could provide STAR answers. What my motivation was for getting into law, how I got into law, and why this particular area of law, why that particular law firm, what my strengths and weaknesses were. Those were the core categories. And as you get through a lot of interviews, you tend to realize that they do ask similar questions. So that allowed me to understand different questions that are going to be asked in a different way for a different interview. Instead of memorizing scripts, I would memorize the key frameworks, but also the key scenarios that I would bring up in the interview that reflect both my experience and relate to the job description. By the time I would get to the actual interview, not much would surprise me in terms of the questions that were asked. I ended up sharing some of these interview questions with people that I knew, and they all managed to bag a legal role.